back to another episode of A Super Bumpy Road. Getting the Natty Teacher. I can feel the camera going like that on my little car holder that it's attached to. Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Natty Teacher. I am, of course, your host, the very cleanly shaven Natty Teacher. Now, this ugly mug got even uglier for only one reason. It was a mistake, actually. For our gentlemen out there, you know how it is. When you shave your beard sometimes, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get a little spicy. I'm gonna try to trim up in the mustache a little bit. Okay, not put any attachments on there, nothing like that. I'm just gonna try to line up some of the straggly pieces. And I did that and put a little too much pressure down, and sure enough, ended up leaving a couple patchy spots in the mustache that would have been, at least to me, evident. Maybe not to the rest of the world, but to me, I noticed it and would notice it in the future. So I was like, I'll just shave it all off. We'll do fresh start. I just shaved last night. You can already kind of see the 5 o'clock shadowy stuff coming in. But regardless, yeah, it was an unfortunate mistake, put it that way. Definitely not on purpose. Usually I would at least have a mustache, but every once in a while, I'd say probably like 3-4 times a year, I completely shave my face just to kind of reset and get everything evened out. But here's one of our times. It's been a minute. So, anyways, for our session today, what do we got? Well, we got our push A session. So our first push session of this training week. And, for this guy, there we go. Our first push session of this training week. Fun one for sure. I love this. I love both my push sessions right now, big time. I kind of revamped them a couple weeks ago just to kind of get a little bit better exercise selection for the goals that I had with like my chest and shoulders. So this has become a favorite of mine. Both of them are. They're really fun sessions. So what do we got on the docket? Well, we'll get in there, get warmed up. You guys know the drill. Get that top line firing, get those shoulders and chest and triceps and even up and through the upper back. Get all that stuff nice and loosened up and ready to rock and roll. Then we will move into our first exercise, which is just a pec deck. So we'll start with pec deck. Got a couple working sets there, top set, back off set format for pretty much everything today. So we'll rock through some pec deck. Then we have some incline Smith. What you'll notice in today's video, one cue I am trying to do with my incline Smith. Okay, I don't think this will affect the weight I'll be using. I've been kind of doing it backwards for what I've been seeing, especially online, and I just want to try something. In the past, I noticed that I would essentially, for a lot of my pressing movements, it was down and up, meaning like not really focusing too much on the eccentric, bringing the bar down, and then just touching the chest and then back up. That was a rep. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You can absolutely do that. For me, though, I have definitely noticed a greater benefit in controlling that eccentric and like having the bar even sometimes rest on the chest. But I think I've gotten to the point now where I'm literally coming to a complete dead stop. And so every rep for me, not a bad thing, is losing all of that momentum and that drive at the bottom, or at least a good portion of it. So what you'll notice today on my incline Smith is I'm gonna bring it down, and then as soon as it touches the chest, okay, it'll touch the chest, not like, I don't want you to think like I'm bouncing off the chest, but as soon as I touch the chest, like make contact with it, we're gonna drive that bar back up and, drive it back up hard. And I just wanna try that format. I've done it before in the past, and then I kind of got really back into like the dead stopping thing, and I'm like, I don't know how much benefit this is actually giving me. I'm not sure. So I don't want to speed it up too much to where I'm losing form and technique, but I just want to be able to drive a little bit harder out of the bottom. So it's just one of those things where I just want to kind of focus on cueing that a little bit different. So those are our first two exercises. After that, we have a converging neutral grip press, plate loaded. And then we move into our machine cuffed side laterals. So it's a single arm side lateral. And then we have our tricep work, which will today be in the form of some overhead tricep extensions and some tricep pushdowns. And then we will end again with a little bit of side delt work, just with 2 working sets of machine side laterals. So today is definitely heavy on the chest and shoulders. I would say my second push session is a little bit more, little extra front delts and little extra kind of heavier tricep work with dips. Obviously dips are still blasting the chest, of course. But definitely a little bit more evenly spread. This one is very heavy on the chest and side delts for sure. So yeah, and we do have some calves today as well. We do have some calves just in the form of some seated calf raises. So I'm about to pull into the gym. I'm going to get in there, get warmed up, get rock and rolling, and yeah, 2 meals in, about 2 liters of water in as well. Tried a new pre-workout today that I got to remember to tell you guys about after the session, let y'all know how it is. I did share it on my Instagram story a couple days ago, though, so maybe you already saw it. We'll see. But anyways, regardless, going in there, I'm going to crush it, have a blast, and top set of some pec deck coming at you right about now. So first up on the docket, we got a good old pec deck, man. Now this one, we actually went up, I think, 10 pounds from last week and only lost a rep off this top set here. So again, really making sure we're getting that nice deep stretch, guys, and also bringing those hands at least close together, if not touching just briefly. You can do either variation. I mess around with both from time to time. But top set of 7 here, I believe this is 325 pounds. And it actually felt pretty smooth, man. Felt pretty good. Flies are getting stronger and stronger, especially, loading them at the front of my push sessions. So I'm super happy to see that. Anyways, 2 working sets here, top set, back off set. Then went into some nice Smith incline. So you'll see a nice controlled eccentric on the way down. Touch the chest, kind of sit into the chest like I was talking about with my intro, kind of not coming to a complete dead stop where I'm sitting there for like a couple seconds, or like not even a couple seconds, but, too long. We're really trying to come out of the bottom a little bit quicker. But we were able to add a rep to this top set, which is cool after, I think this is only my 3rd time doing incline Smith in a while. So to be able to finally get that to a nice round set of 6, I was happy with that. We'll go up next week. Then we have a neutral grip chest press, 2 sets of the incline Smith, by the way. This one I was going for 6. We got stuck at 5 here, and that's okay. This was also a 20-pound jump from last week. So kind of was feeling a little gutsy today, apparently. But yeah, we'll rock it this weight again. We did do a top set, back off set here, and went for the 6th here, but I could tell I got from the bottom up. I was like, oh. We did do cuff side laterals, by the way. I did not film that one, so we did 3 working sets of cuff side laterals, so my bad. But just to let you know. So then we had some V-bar tricep overhead extension. Did a top set of 8 here. Did a follow-up set with this weight for 8, and actually a 3rd set with this weight for 7. So we were close to hitting the 3x8, but ended up just rocking out 2 and then 1 more where it was 7 reps, but felt good. Definitely getting stronger and stronger on this movement pretty quickly as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, great progress taken on that. Then just some good old school tricep pushdowns. I believe we have, 205 pounds on here. And so last week we did 200 for a set of 6. This week we ended up doing 205 for 2 sets of 7. I was really happy with that. So just kind of, quick progress with these pushdowns, especially keeping it nice and tight as well, and getting that nice full stretch and squeeze within this movement, controlling it and going from there. Excuse me for yawning. Then had some seated machine side laterals. I believe we have 235 pounds on here. So this is the all the pin, all the weight on the machine plus 25 plus an additional 10 pounds here. So we did a top set of 8, and then we did a 2nd set at this weight for 6, and then we did 3 working sets of seated calf raises, by the way, where it was 4 plates, 25 and a 10, and I think it was a top set of 8, 2nd set of 7, and then a 3rd set of 6, all with that weight. So just to let you know that I was also training my calves today. Right now, calves are trained 3 times a week on both leg days and on this push day, and then abs are trained on both ends, on both my pull days with weighted abdominal crunches. So just as a heads up. So yeah, man, grinding out another rep or 2 here at the end, and we'll catch you in the outro. Push a session in the books, and man, she was an awesome one. Phenomenal push session log. Loved it. Took a lot of progress across the board, but not like progress in the sense of trying to just force progress, just to get higher numbers or what have you, but actual legitimate progression. So it's awesome, man. It's awesome. It was everything and more I would have wanted out of a solid push day. That's exactly what I got. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet, man. That's all I got. I don't got much more for you. Next workout you'll see after this one, a couple days after this upload, we do have our pull A session. It's a big one. Pull A session's always a big day. We got a couple heavy rowing variations in there, and that definitely gets us going for sure. So yeah, man, that'll be exciting for sure. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Guys, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I ain't got nothing but love for all y'all, whether you're subscribed or not. We are, however, on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I think last time when this video is being uploaded, I think the last time I checked, it was like 922 subscribers, something like that. So we are getting there, man. 78 away, and this video is a couple weeks. It's filmed a couple weeks early because I still have a couple. So I got a week or so worth of material to get out to you guys. So, yeah. Regardless, it's exciting stuff. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you like and share the video as well. Unless you didn't like it, which in that case, don't force it. That's all right. But let your friends know about the Natty Teacher. It'd be awesome. And yeah. Drop any comments, questions, or feedback you got down in the comments section below. When I see it, I absolutely will respond to it. I can promise you that. That's about it, guys, on this rainy Sunday afternoon. I'm going to go home. Got some meal prep to do for the week. Or for really just the next couple days, I should say. I don't ever cook a week's worth of food ahead of time. Usually only a couple days worth of food at the most. But, yeah, go home and do some meal prep. I'm 3 meals deep. I already have my post-workout meal with me at the gym. So I'm just going to go home and chill and make food and start to rest up. I do have cardio later today, so I do have cardio. I didn't do fasted cardio this morning, so I do have a cardio session between meals 4 and 5. So I do have that. But other than that, kind of just making food and chilling and going from there. So exciting stuff, no doubt about it. But anyhoozle, yeah, man, that's all I got. So thank you all again for tuning in. God bless. And from myself, the Natty Teacher, and from the whole Natty family, this episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. I will catch y'all on the next one.